Hey, Matt, this fire started around 7 p.m. tonight and quickly grew to, like you said, over 20 acres, possibly even 50.
So the next ones to be tested will be the additions to Palisade High School, dual immersion, and the new Orchard Mesa Middle School.
But we were curious to see what our own radon levels were like here in our station. So we had Corey, who you heard from earlier, come on down, test out our conference room, and see what our radon levels were like. His machine's been here all day, and we're writing our levels at about 0.07. So we're still in those healthy levels, but it is a 2-day test, so we won't have our official results until Wednesday. Gina and Bernie.
So let's say I want to take a selfie here with my blue shirt, and then I upload it to social media, maybe using some hashtags. Companies can use that information to sell me a new blue shirt. But this law isn't protecting that kind of data mining. It's protecting something more important.
Right now we have the ESL program with a coordinator. That's Irene. She oversees everything, including 3 coaches that look after teachers. With the new structure, basically the coaches' positions are erased, and federal programs oversees ESL, which is where we find Irene. Then a new position will be made to overlook those 30 teachers.
Speaking of where you grew up, you did have a little bit of a controversy with your home address. Is that smoothed over now?
In fact, it's actually died down a little bit here. It takes about 40 minutes to get through the line and get to your polling booth.
All right, so let's get back in the classroom. Say you're a 3-person household. You make a little more than $30,000 a year. An affordable rent payment for you is $758 a month. But the fair market price in Mesa County for a 2-bedroom is $878. So you're already burdened at 35%. A 3-bedroom can run around $1,280 a month. And that makes you severely burdened, paying more than 51% of your monthly income on rent alone.
First, we have Diana Circo. She teaches at CMU. She also has school management experience, but the board wonders if she's wearing too many hats, if she's too busy. Then next we have Matt Deers here. He's retired, but was in the district for over a decade, but the board questions his ability to be neutral. Last here we have Norm Ritter. He has a long history of management in schools around the U.S., but since he's new to town, the board questions his knowledge of the area.
There are just over 3 students trying to use each computer in D51.
We're trying to move to at least a 2-to-1 or better.
Right now, they don't have the money for that. In order to get to a 2-to-1 ratio, the district would have to add 5 devices to each classroom.
Connecting to these devices is pretty easy. All you have to do is go to your phone's Wi-Fi settings, turn it on, and then connect to Main Street Wi-Fi.
But what was not shown on this map that a lot of people were kind of upset about at the meeting is some other potential properties kind of along this area right here. Everyone there wanted to make sure this was clear.
Every year, the city needs to figure out where all their money will go.
Water, wastewater, solid waste, things of that nature.
For 2019, that's about $177 million. And the city?
This budget is really focused in these key strategic directives.
Has 4 focuses: economic diversity,
The boom and bust cycles.
public safety,
A lot of those dollars come from people outside our community.
infrastructure,
Revitalization downtown,
and communication and outreach.
having that connectivity.
They're doling out cash to a foreign trade zone, 2 rivers, and more public transport to get to downtown, all coming from sales taxes.
It has gone up a little bit from previous years.
But planning out a city budget is tough work, so I want to see how you would do it with Monopoly Cash.
4 areas
All right, well, we got to make piles first.
to split 177 Monopoly dollars.
All right.
What would you do?
Very important.
$100 outreach and engagement.
Important that we're communicating between each other as well.
Got to have all of it.
Everyone has their own idea.
I thought these were 10s at first. With our city here, it's really important that we diversify our economy.
But there seems to be a pattern.
Just a couple bucks here in public safety.
Public safety might be the least important.
Public safety is taking a hit.
Planning and infrastructure are important.
Plan for that growth.
It's not like a yin-yang, it's not like a tripod, but you depend on all sorts of good things to come together to make a community.
All right, y'all know I wouldn't leave you hanging. I had to come back and count these envelopes, and the people that I spoke with actually gave communication and outreach the most money at $190. Planning and infrastructure was a close second, but the one with the least amount of cash, public safety. Gina and Bernie.
The corner of 5th and Rood, center of downtown Grand Junction,
All those countries matter too.
was the center of a national argument.
He's protesting the invasion that's coming.
I thought maybe I should just show up and express love.
It's not a migration, it's an invasion and an epidemic of disease, of everything.
Signs and opinions.
Actually, they're self-explanatory. For rats.
As loud as their holders.
My sign says, every one of us is a child of God.
Two sides.
We can hardly handle the amount of illegal immigrants that we have.
Klansmen attempted to do this kind of stuff as I was a kid, so I've seen people like this with those type of signs.
Separated not by a wall.
I think that they're allowed to do that.
But a street and ideas.
Come in and get the welfare and vote Democrat.
A crosswalk-led discourse.
Why are these immigrants coming to the United States?
They caught the bomber.
I am proud to be a Hispanic, that's all I can say.
But for today, while signs may sag and flags may wave, there's still a question of what will happen when thousands reach the border. For now, however, the Valley came together without really being together.
I'm out here trying to keep America safe.
I don't have a political solution, but I don't know that that's where we should be looking. Maybe we should be looking more towards our hearts again.
God bless America.
Kara's my baby sister. I kind of always remember her as a, little Kiki. So we're doing this mural. It's a memorial to her memory. A couple years back, she had gotten this special bike. And the house that she grew up in, it had a road behind it, and she would always ride her bike down there with her dog to go hang out at the river at the boat launch. As you can see the happiness and the fun she's having. Her smile could brighten up anybody's day, whether they knew her or not. That's one of the things that everybody loves and remembers about her is her smile and her bright eyes. Part of the big piece of this artwork is her smile. Death is always a very difficult thing to deal with, that's why we tend to end up focusing on her life. She was always such a giver and such a staple in her community, always lending a helping hand, always giving to people in need. We'll be able to come here and remember her.
Grace, lotto-mania is here, and it's safe to say it's probably not slowing down anytime soon. People have been filing in all day here at the Lucky Me Superstore trying to get that $1 billion ticket. You have until 15 minutes before the drawing to do so, but some of you were way ahead of the game.
I got paid, and I'm hoping to hit millions.
All day.
Can you please get a Mega Millions?
People have been hoping.
I am giving my dogs haircuts and getting Powerball and Mega Million tickets.
Or the Lucky Me. Yeah. So I feel lucky here.
To get lucky.
My kids live in Denver, and they said, Mom, go to Lucky Me. They've already sold one. You never know.
They got to be lucky, right?
Worth a shot. Why not?
Everyone from lotto regulars.
Those two, and I want 63 quick picks.
To first-timers.
I've never done this before.
Grand Junction has been emptying their wallets.
Quick pick.
I only got 2.
1. I have a lot of faith, too.
The Mega Millions is up to $1 billion.
Just some spare change.
What am I going to do with all that money?
The odds are about 1 in 302 million. You have a better chance of getting struck by lightning twice.
Most people say it can't strike twice in the same place, but lightning struck the Vatican twice a few years ago. I figured, why not?
And if you do get that money?
I just enjoy it.
Oh, I'd probably give it all away.
Probably go back to school.
Well, we all have an idea for that.
Family, if you're listening and you guys watch the news, I will take care of you. I love you guys. Well, some point, but I love you guys, but I will help you guys out.
The odds are certainly not in anyone's favor. In fact, you have a better chance of being an astronaut, becoming president, or the Rockies pitching a perfect game. Regardless, I got my ticket, and good luck to all of you out there who got yours. Grace.